Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you could strum through a song called What Might Have Been by Little Texas. And we're going to start out with a G major chord. And when we play G major, first finger goes to the A on the 2nd fret, second finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret, and third finger on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that makes a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now you might also want to think about doing a different G where you do the 3rd finger on the B string 3rd fret, pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret, and if you strum all those together, it's another way you may want to play your G major chord. And then from the G on our intro, we're going to be going to a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger on the D string on the 2nd fret, third finger on the A string on the 3rd fret, and if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. Now you might also want to think about something called C major 9. When we play C major 9, first finger goes to the D string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the A string on the 3rd fret, third finger on the B string on the 3rd fret, and the pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major 9. It sounds really, really happy. Now from there, actually there's this really cool change to a C minor chord. And if you know C minor, you do your first finger across the entire 3rd fret, second finger on the B string 4th fret, third finger on the D string 5th fret, and the pinky on the G string 5th fret. So we've got kind of a 3rd fret bar chord for the C minor. Now if you want to avoid the C minor, you could actually probably stay on C major, especially if you're covering it yourself. Or you could take the skinny few strings and make a smaller version of that chord, where you could do first finger on the high E 3rd fret, second finger on the B string 4th fret, third finger on the G string on the 5th fret. And if you strum the G string to the high E string, that's another way you can play your C minor. Or you can take your third finger and go to the D string on the 5th and the pinky on the G string on the 5th and kind of make it a little bit thicker C minor. Or you could kind of take that C major 9 shape that we were using and then take your first finger, and if you can get him back to the 1st fret, that would be a C minor 9. So that might be kind of an interesting, cool change on that too. And then from the C minor, we go back to our G major chord, and then we do a G major and then a C major chord at the very end. Now if you just wanted to strum through it, one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the G and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we're going to strum through the intro. The weird part is on the last G and C, we kind of half those, so you can do just a down, down, up on each chord. So you have G, down, up, down, G, down, up, down, C, down, up, C minor, down, up, G, down, up, G, down, C, down, up. Now there's some really cool arpeggio licks around those chords though, and if you wanted to kind of play through those, on the G you could do the low E string on the 3rd fret with the 3rd on the B string, and then open D, open G, 3rd on the B, and then 3rd on the low E string with the 3rd on the B. And I'm kind of doing that hybrid picking, so I'm using my pick for my basses. And then we kind of do a E and B together, and then D, G, B, D. And then on the C, you could do the A and the D string together, open G, D string, and then 3rd on the B, 1st fret on the B, open G, 2nd on the D, and then 3rd on the A string with 1st fret on the D string, open G, 1st fret on the D, 3rd on the B, 1st fret on the B, open G, 1st on the D, and then we go back to the 3rd fret on the low E string with open B, open G, open B, and then there's this little hammer-on lick on the D string to 2nd fret. So we go open D and kind of put down enough force to get the sound to carry, and then open G, and then 3 with the open, or 3rd fret on the low E with the open B, and then open D, and then we could go to 1st fret on the B string and 2nd fret on the D string at the same time to kind of imply that C chord at the end. So if you wanted to, that would be a cool way to kind of kick off the tune, actually, is kind of working on those intro licks. So you may want to kind of play around with those. From there, then we go into our verse part, and our verse starts on the G major, and then we do another G major, and then we go to a D major chord. And when we play D major, first finger goes to the G on the 2nd fret, second finger goes to the high E on the 2nd fret, and third finger goes to the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord. It sounds really, really happy. And then from the D we go back to C, and then we go to C minor, and then we go back to G, and then we kind of do another G major and then a C major, kind of halving like the intro. And then we're back to G major and another G major, but then we go to D major and another D, and then we go to C, and then C minor, and then we go to D major, and then we go to an A minor chord, and we play A minor. First finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger on the D string 2nd fret, and third finger on the G string 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. From the A minor, we kind of go back to a G major chord, but you'll kind of hear the A string on the 2nd fret kind of coming out. And sometimes, if you play a G major, but you put a B note in the bass, we call that G/B. So we're going to kind of try and strum just the A string to the high E on that last A minor, G/B. So we try our verse with our strum pattern. We'd have G down, up, down, up, G down, up, down, up, D down, up, down, up, D down, up, down, up, C down, up, down, up, C minor down, up, down, up, G down, up, down, up, G, C, G down, up, down, up, G down, up, down, up, D down, up, down, up, D down, up, down, up, C down, up, down, up, C minor down, up, down, up, D down, up, down, up, A minor down, up, G/B. And then from there, then we go into our chorus. From there, then we'd be going into our chorus part, and our chorus starts on the C, and then we do another C, and then we go to G major, and then we do another G major, and you'll kind of hear the 2nd fret on the low E string kind of come out there to lead into a E minor chord. And we play E minor. First finger goes to the A on the 2nd fret, second finger on the D string on the 2nd fret, and if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really sad. Now you might also want to think about something called E minor 7, where you can take that shape and add in third finger on the B string, and then pinky on the high E string on the 3rd fret. That's called E minor 7. And then from the E minor, we go back to C, and then D, and we do another A minor, and then G/B push, back to C major, and then another C, and then G/B, another G/B, and then we go to an A minor, G/B, and then D major, and then we kind of end our chorus on a big C major chord. So we tried that with our strum pattern. We'd have C down, up, down, up, C down, up, down, up, G down, up, down, up, G down, up, down, up, E minor down, up, down, up, C down, up, down, up, D down, up, down, up, A minor down, G/B down, up, C down, up, down, up, C down, up, down, up, G/B down, down, up, G/B, A minor down, down, up, G/B, D major, and then kind of a big C, kind of the end of that first chorus. And then from there, we'll be going back into our intro part. Now, one other thing I'd think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you could throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the G, you'd have the low E string for your bass. Down, up, down. On the C and the C minor, you'd have the A string for your bass. And then on the D, you'd have the D string for the bass. On the A minor, you'd have the A string for the bass. On the E minor, you'd have the low E string for the bass. And for the G/B's, you may want to use the A string for the bass on that chord to kind of bring out that B note on the A string. So we tried the intro with basses. We'd have G with low E bass down, up, down, G with low E bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, C minor with an A bass down, up, down, G with low E bass down, up, down, G with low E bass down, C with an A bass down, and then we'd be going into our next verse. So we tried our next verse with basses. We'd have G with low E bass down, up, down, G with low E bass down, up, down, D with a D bass down, up, down, D with a D bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, C with an A bass, or C minor, G with low E bass, G with the low E bass down, up, C with an A bass down, G with low E bass down, up, down, G with low E bass down, up, down, D with a D bass down, up, down, D with a D bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, C minor with an A bass down, up, down, D with a D bass down, up, down, A minor with an A bass down, G/B with an A bass down. To lead us us into our next chorus. So then if we tried our next chorus with basses, we'd have C with an A bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down, G with low E bass, down, up, down, G with low E bass, down, up. And you might want to throw in that second fret on the low E string to lead to the E minor with the low E bass, and then C with an A bass, D with a D bass, down, up, down, B minor with an A bass, down, G slash B with an A bass, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down, G slash B with an A bass, down, up, down, G slash B with an A bass, A minor with an A bass, G slash B with an A bass, D with a D bass, and then C with an A bass. And then from there, then we go into kind of a G major chord to kind of start our bridge part. And our bridge starts on the E minor chord, and then another E minor. But then we go to a B minor chord, and we play B minor. And normally this would look like the C minor bar shape, where you do first finger across the second fret, second finger on the B string third, third finger on the D string fourth, and the pinky on the G string fourth fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds a B minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. Now another B minor chord you may want to play around with, though, kind of looks a lot like that C major 9 and the G major shape we're using, where you do first finger on the A string second fret, second finger on the G string second fret, third finger on the B string third fret, and the pinky on the high E string third fret. And if you strum the A string with the high E string, that's another way you can play your B minor. It's kind of a B minor 7 with a G added. And then from the B minor, we're going to be going to our C major chord, and another C, and then we go to D major, and another D, and we almost start that over again with an E minor chord, and another E minor, and then B minor, C major, and another C major. But then it almost sounds like we go to a D suspended chord, where you could kind of take the D major chord, and if you take the pinky and kind of add him in on the high E on the third fret, if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D suspended chord. We do two of those, and we end up on our D with kind of a big down at the end. So the weird part is on the basses, on the B minor, you'd have the A string for your bass for that, if you're doing the bar, or if you're doing kind of that drone voicing for B minor. So we tried our bridge with our basses. We'd have G with low E bass down, up, down, G with low E bass down, up, to set us up. And you might want to throw in that second fret on low E again. For E minor with low E bass down, up, down, B minor with low E bass down, up, down, B minor with an A bass down, up, down, B minor with an A bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, D with an E bass down, up, down, D with an E bass down, up, down, B minor with low E bass down, up, down, B minor with low E bass down, up, down, B minor with an A bass down, up, down, B minor with an A bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, C with an A bass down, up, down, D with D sus, and then we got a big D major, kind of at the end of the bridge. And then from there, we'll be going into our last chorus. So if we try that with basses, we have C with an A bass down, up, down, up, C, G major, G major, E minor, C with an A bass, D with a D bass, A minor, G slash B, C, G slash B with an A bass, G slash B with an A bass, A minor with an A bass, G slash B with an A bass, D with a D bass, C with an A bass. And from there, then we go into kind of our outro part, where we got kind of that G, A minor with an A bass, G slash B with an A bass, D with a D bass, and then kind of a big C chord. And in the background, it almost sounds like those intro licks kind of come back, so you might want to kind of think about that for your outro. So that might be kind of a cool way to kind of end it too. At the very, very end. But that's the basics of how you could strum through what might have been by Little Texas. So good luck!